that you say. Oh man, no way.
Lay down on it and everything will be alright.
Put a lid on it. Put a lid on it. Put a lid down on it. Save it for another night.
Happy New Year, everybody. I'm sorry I'm not going to be there tonight on the Gagootz show. I hope you guys all have a safe and happy New Year and enjoy your special guests tonight, Lori G, Ann Gambina, and Rich Walker. Happy New Year, everyone.
Hello, everyone in Webland, and welcome to the Gagootz show. It's our New Year's Eve extravaganza.
Yay!
Thank you. And as you saw in the beginning, Nicole is not with us, so my co-host of the evening is Lori G, who's been on the show, and we started right off with our wonderful special guest, Rich Walker is here with us.
Yay! I made it.
You made it. Since Nicole wasn't here, I wanted to do things different, so first thing I did was throw Steve Parrillo the hell out of here.
Right. Well, that's always good. Get rid of him.
Yeah, he may try to break in later, so he may be back. And I have Lori.
Yeah.
And I said, let me start the show off with the interview with our guest in the beginning, and then we can have some fun in between breaks. When we come back, we could talk about our year in review. We could talk about the New Year's.
I'd like
we
that.
have a few surprises coming. And
surprises. I like surprises.
Oh, I know you like surprises. And here's a surprise right now.
Wait, I only have a hat.
Oh, wear your hat.
And
your
you guys,
leprechaun New Year's
you
hat.
spared no expense on this New Year's Eve party.
We got a big budget. Hey, you want this? Isn't this like the dumbest noise maker?
That is. Oh, yeah. Isn't that weird? And you got the
giving
clapping
you a hand.
hands.
Yeah.
Sometimes the other ones come in a triangle or a circle, too. Like all different shapes and sizes.
Yeah,
They keep trying to reinvent themselves every year with those. And
Yeah, they're going to put Mike and Ike's in these one day.
yeah, it looks like a
Little
Mike and Ike's
candies.
box, doesn't it?
So anyway,
Very
Rich,
smart, Lori.
let's talk a little bit about you.
Yes.
You've been performing stand-up comedy
Yes.
on the island and area for
Other
what?
places, too.
Family-
20 years now.
For 20 years now,
Wow.
over 20 years.
That.
You're a professor at Stand-Up
Yes,
University.
we call it a professor. It's a school for stand-up comedy, and Lori is a proud graduate of
That's
Stand-Up
right.
She
University.
is. All right. I didn't know that.
And now, look, co-host of the Gagootz show.
And Nicole, who isn't here, is
Yeah.
also. I think.
Nicole LaMonaco, yep.
Yeah, everyone here is a student from
Everyone except you.
except for me.
You never ever wanted to. Well, you know what? You were always so good. You didn't need.
Thank
I
you.
didn't need the
thanks.
class.
The only thing we do is we kind of give a lot of shortcuts, into stardom. You know what I mean? Like, and you had a lot of
I
shortcuts.
took the long. Yeah, I had a lot of opportunities.
You had
and I
the long
blew-
route. You actually ran the whole track. We had
and
to cut
I
across the
blew
field.
them all. I had all the opportunities. I blew them all. We had a lot of fun shows. We did a lot.
We did a lot.
We've
I
done
remember
a lot
when
of
you had
fun
the bakery show. Did you ever talk about that?
We talked about it a little bit, but not the whole gist of the bakery open mic.
We were right in front of showcases of cake. We performed, and you had a motto, which I never forgot. You said, you show up, you go up. That was your motto. And we were there like till what? Like midnight doing comedy in a bakery that closed at 6 o'clock p.m.
Actually, though,
get those
to give credit to them, it was a bakery, and next door they opened up the store next to it and made a coffee house out of it.
Right.
And so the bakery, though, was like our green room.
Oh, right.
We would hang out in the
okay.
bakery part, and then you would be in the coffee house, which had a window. So it was on Main Street in Islip, and people would walk by, and sometimes we'd get them to come. That was the one thing. We had an audience. Sometimes we'd have 20 people. All of a sudden, they'd leave. A few people be there, and then more people would come in.
That was even before the Starbucks even was thought of, right? That was,
Coffee, yeah. Before there was, Starbucks wasn't as popular as they are now.
Came later. That was a nice room, though. We had a lot of fun.
Had a lot of fun. I never knew who was going to show up, and I had a lot of guys who are headliners now, like yourself.
Yeah.
Joe Starr used to come in there. He was a surprise.
Yeah.
Tim Hamune.
I
Yeah, a
remember
lot
Tim
of
Hummy. Tim Hummy did like an hour one night at a coffee shop.
But we had fun. We just let him go. It was like, go ahead.
Right.
And sometimes it would be 4 comics, sometimes it would be 20, and I didn't know until the night before usually.
Yeah. Well, you show up, you go up.
Show up, you go up. But that's the way it was in the 80s
Right.
when I first started being involved and hanging around clubs
Yeah.
and stuff. But I would love to take your class, but too cheap to part with the money.
Yeah. Well, it's good. It's good. It's money well spent. How's that? Because you spend it on yourself, and you even come up with about 10 minutes of new material every class. Sometimes they take it again. Chris Roach was big on that. Chris Roach used to come into class with a book of already material he wrote all week, and he would just quickly thumb through, name the joke, do the joke. You like it, you don't like it, move on to the next joke, and he would keep going.
How many times did he take the class?
A couple of times.
Really?
At least 3 or 4 times, I think. Yeah.
So you're saying if I took your class, that would help me?
Listen, you are there already, so I don't think you need to take.
All right, I would.
That's so good.
Thank you, thanks. But I would, to be honest, I'd love to sit in because I do like sitting in with comedy things that are going on. If there's a comedy workshop,
Well, you would be more of an inspiration for the people that are new coming in. They would see
wow.
you, and they'll be, like, oh my God, there's Benny Rizzuto's here. And
the Gagootz.
The Gagootz, yeah.
The Gagootz is here.
So, Lori, where do you work out? Where do you perform? Like, did you get the break of a coffee shop like we had?
No, I actually do firehouses and restaurants. Yeah, I didn't have a coffee shop. I just had friends and actually my clients.
So you got thrown right into the fire.
Yeah, right into the fire.
Good.
I had a question for you.
Yes.
You work with Stand Up University, right?
Yes.
Do you ever have a student that you keep thinking they just don't get it, and then they really surprise you?
And then they become a co-host of a show. No.
Like me!
You always got it. Yeah, sometimes they don't get it. But you know what it is? Week after week, we keep drilling it into them. Yeah. And when they're watching 8 or 10 other people on stage every week, doing the same thing in the format we keep teaching, eventually they get it, and then they go on. And we've had very few failures. A lot of them are out there. We got guys all over the country, in Vegas and.
Really?
Yeah. Atlantic
so your
City.
Students really get somewhere.
And do you feel like I own him? I did that, right?
Yeah. Well.
Kind of feels
we
good.
never own the comedian.
Well, I mean,
we just use their material.
Yeah. Oh.
No, we don't.
Didn't you have before we go to a break? You had another question you wanted to ask?
Yes.
Yeah, you send Christmas cards out every year, right?
Yes, I do.
But you're Jewish.
Yeah, but
Could you explain
that
that?
doesn't matter. First of all, my mother was Jewish. My father was German Catholic. So, but we've always celebrated Christmas in my house. My favorite thing is commercial Christmas. Rudolph and Frosty the Snowman, and Santa Claus is coming to town.
Well, it's more fun, right?
Yeah.
And your cards are very colorful.
Yes.
I did not get one, by the way.
You didn't get one?
I have to leave you my address.
Oh yeah, I need yeah. Maybe that's why. There's only so much I could do with a PO box.
But they're the coolest cards. Yeah,
every year it's a different character.
Every year it's a different character. It's a photograph of Rich.
If you go to that's right. If you go to my Facebook page under photos and go to Christmas, you'll see all the ones from every year. Like I think my first year of doing comedy, and I sent out the card, and the card goes out to agents and bookers and stuff like that. And
which is why you don't work that much.
They see the card and they're like, we can't hire you. It's not funny. But the first time, like I think I was standing in front of Caroline's on Broadway in New York City, and I was in a full Salvation Army kind of coat, and I had the tripod with the bucket, and it said my big New York City debut, but it was in front of Caroline's, over my shoulder. Funny thing about that is, we were just talking about it. Everybody started donating that day, and we're like, no, this is only a photo. You understand? And I was chasing people down the block to give them their money back, but I couldn't believe how much money.
Starbucks.
Yeah. So I ended up donating all the money at the end of that day to the Salvation Army. After I skimmed. No.
All right. Listen, we're gonna take a quick break. All right, and then we're gonna be back with 2 surprises for you.
Oh, all right.
All right. You're watching the Gagootz Show on MadhouseTV.com. All right, Lori.
Hey.
Could switching to Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance? Do dogs chase cats?
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Is this reality? No, I don't feel okay. I need my kaleidoscope of colors to lead the way. I'm riding in my car and I'm coming on around the bend. It's a chase, this twisted race. I'll be on top again. I'm not gonna let you take me down. It's gonna be the whole 9 yards or nothing.
Hi, welcome back to the Gagootz Show, and we're interviewing Rich Walker.
With two surprise special guests,
No, look at
Stephen
this.
Parrillo and Gambina.
This is so nice. Two
Wait a
away.
minute. Whoa. Since when am I a surprise guest?
Well, you're a surprise to me.
I was surprised.
Not a surprise to
I
the
was
show.
co-host. Now I've been demoted. I have perfect attendance record this semester. Nicole has missed 2 classes. All right? One of them including today. All right? When these grades get posted, my grade better be higher than Nicole's. All right?
When Nicole is doing a play tonight, she's doing a wonderful play, and it's Scrooge, called Scrooge's Dream.
Oh, wow.
So it's a kind of, I don't want to use the word condensed version, it's a different version of Ebenezer Scrooge.
It's one ghost.
And it's done in a half hour. No, she's the ghost.
And he drinks. No.
It's the ghost of all three. It's
The drunk, yeah.
the ghost of present, future, and past.
And whatever I am, I have no idea.
You don't know the
Alfred
story,
I'm
Ben?
one of them ghosts. I'm a ghost.
That was like Jimmy
And what is her
Durante.
partner? Do you know her partner?
I was past and now I'm present.
No, Nicole. What's Nicole's part?
Nicole is, she's the ghost of Christmas Present.
Oh, she's the
She's
ghost.
the ghost of Christmas Present,
Right.
but also in the show they open with a song, a carol, then they end with a carol, and it was, I saw it, Nancy and I, my wife Nancy.
His wife Nancy.
We saw it, it's in the Bethpage Historical Society.
Oh,
Restoration
The
Village.
Restoration, yes,
Village,
thank
gotcha.
you.
Oh,
I'm
you're
just-
welcome.
But restoration, but it is like a little, you go through the village, it's in the barn, they've been doing 2 shows, tonight is the last
Right.
2 shows, so we saw it Sunday, I think, because today, yeah, Nancy and I saw it Sunday, and you get to go around the village, and then they're in the barn, and they perform, then they went out caroling.
Oh, that's
between.
nice.
So it's a
Wow.
fun experience
Yeah.
for Nicole. You
Yeah,
know?
it's nice. Yeah.
Good for her.
That's yeah. So
I
and
miss
she's
her
doing
here
a great
tonight.
thing.
It's not the same without her.
Well, that's why I wanted to do the show differently. That's
Yes.
why.
That's why I got demoted.
So no, Stephen, you didn't get demoted, honestly.
You just got moved
You
over
are
a little bit.
You are our co-host and our producer.
Right.
Okay. there's
Unless
three
tonight's
producers.
show goes really well.
Yeah. Then,
What do you think is that's going to happen?
No.
but also, so I decided
Yeah.
to give you merit, to give you a reward. Ann is your co-host
Then why is she over there being Rich's co-host?
because you want to sit away from everybody.
I like being the center of attention.
Yeah,
you
we know.
are.
that.
You and the tree.
So you just let me
This
know.
lovely tree.
Does
You
Charlie
just-
Brown know his tree's missing?
With
Yes.
the
Yeah, right.
snowman. Which I
You
put
just-
there, by the way.
So anyway, do you two have any questions you'd like to ask Rich?
I have a very good question.
Yeah.
Rich Walker, how long have
No,
you been
no.
a comedy median?
We do. Actually, she has to have 20 years now. I've been doing it.
Yeah.
But a comedy median is about
A year, right?
a year.
Yeah, you've only.
Yeah.
Which nobody understands.
It's an inside joke.
It's an
between
inside
comics.
joke. I'm sorry. I don't want to explain it.
Which we don't need to go into.
We don't need to go
So-
into.
All right.
I have a second question.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
Chocolate.
Yes, I would like it.
See, some people like this question.
Look, I like the Christmas tree. Can I have that
Yeah,
one?
go ahead.
My son was here last week. He liked that question too.
Yeah, it was
I
Yeah.
think he liked it a lot.
Eat
Did you ask Jan?
I'm joking.
Oh, no, thank you. No chocolate.
Oh,
Thanks.
I'm a lousy host.
I know.
You're my.
I'm your co-host.
You're the co-host of a co-host. You're a co-host.
Co-host.
So you should have some chocolate.
I will have some chocolate. Would you like to have my chocolate?
She's
I
the
have
co-host.
chocolate.
She needs
Thank
some
you.
chocolate.
Some of my chocolate.
I'll hold my chocolate.
All right.
Okay.
So, what other
So,
questions
yeah,
do we have? Like,
What other things? You do the Christmas card. We talked about that. That came out great, by the way.
by the way,
Yes.
yes,
I wouldn't
I was
know.
waiting to say that. This
I wouldn't
year's,
know.
you,
He left me
you
out.
didn't
let me
get
tell
one
you,
either?
I have,
Because you're the co-host. That's why.
you're both now.
Hey, I'm
on
the
my
host
list.
right
Thank
now.
you.
Listen, Stephen Parrillo figured out a good way to get on my Christmas
He
card
makes
list.
it.
He made the card this year. I called him up. I said, I need someone just to take the picture. It'll be 5 minutes of your time, which went into how many hours?
Like about 5.
5 hours. No, it wasn't that long. But we ended up going to a this year's card. You're not going to show it. Are you showing it?
No,
Okay.
I don't have. I don't.
But
have.
I'm the dentist from Rudolph, the little
Hermie.
boy, Hermie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a dentist, him, and
Right,
I
the
had
little
this
elf
blonde
boy.
wig, and the blonde wig was perfectly set in place. I had it all rolled up to look like that. As soon as we go outside, now there hasn't been wind in 2 weeks, and this day I go out, it's all flying like this. We can't stop it. But anyway, Stephen took these great pictures, and then he offered me to Photoshop it into the picture with Rudolph, and it came out awesome. So if anybody wants to hire Stephen.
You know what?
Steve, he's a great photographer, and I think this year
Yeah.
you should start making money at you.
I do.
Oh,
It's,
definitely.
I just make special deals with good friends.
All right.
Oh, but I have another question about that. So, we did the Christmas card, but I didn't know you were Jewish.
Why?
But this is like, but now I know
First
why
of all, we
Herbie wants to
covered
be a
that.
dentist.
Yeah. Very good.
All
very
right.
good.
Thank you.
Okay.
See what I did there?
When you were
Yes.
talking about the wig, you were looking at Lori. So
Yes, because she touches my. As soon as I walked in tonight, she saw my hair kind of.
It was all over the place. I'm a hairdresser. I had to fix
Yeah,
it.
she's a hairdresser.
Doesn't he look good?
Yeah,
She
yeah.
started to put gel, and I'm like, don't touch it.
I'm going to get a card next year because of how good he looks now.
Yes, this is my card next year. Me on the couch of the Gagootz show.
And I asked her, how's my hair? And she was like, yeah, it's good.
All I want for
She really don't want to touch
Christmas
it.
is
She doesn't want to touch my head.
She want any more of it to fall out. No, that's bad.
Listen,
Well, look,
don't.
I have the receding problem. And
Yeah,
I didn't want her to. It's just hidden enough.
I'm beyond a problem. Okay, I'm in denial. I'm still growing my hair while other people are shaving their heads. I'm still pretending I have hair.
We got to update
I
your
can see it
headshot.
from here.
Wow, thanks.
As long as it's visible.
On a clear day, you
hair.
can
Way,
I can see it.
it's hair, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like the dead forest.
Now, we talked about stand-up.
That wasn't funny.
I don't know. It's,
We talked
we all
about
don't know what the dead forest is, but the dead forest.
I know.
Um,
It's the trees are
leaves.
dead.
Yeah.
All right. Mr. Parrillo?
Go ahead,
Parrillo.
Steve.
Now, we talked about Sam University before. You do other things too.
Yes. very
You do
appreciative.
amazing impression of Lou Costello.
I do Lou Costello. I don't know. It's not an amazing impression.
It's great. It's better than Buddy
It's
Hackett.
phenomenal.
It is,
Well,
because
Buddy
you
Hackett
look
was
like
there.
him and you really get into character. I've seen it.
Yeah, I do it with, I do Who's on First with Eric Half. And together we've been doing Abbott and Costello on and off for about a year now. It took us about 10 months to learn that routine. And it's true that, they in real life, they've done it, they said 17,000 times and never did it the same way twice. We never did it the same way twice because you have to listen so carefully to the other person doing it. If you don't, it's off. It's just
yeah, I can
totally
see
off.
that.
And you have to get back on track and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So, yeah. But anyway, that's what I did. Costello, Lou Costello. That's it.
Yeah, that's great.
That was nothing either.
Do you plan on doing the 7 times 13
We
bit?
want to learn that. We want to do it. 7 times 13 is 28,
Yes.
right? That's really good.
That's a great one.
bit. YouTube it. Watch it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And there's a couple of bits you could do, like the one with the racetrack. The father was a mother. How could the father be a mother? You don't know that one?
No.
Yeah,
That's funny.
yeah. That's funny. And the one I love, but it would be very hard to do. Susquehanna Hat Company.
That's great.
I love that.
has
Is
a
one
lot
of the
characters
greatest.
that keep coming in.
Keep coming in, right? It has
Smash
characters.
the hat.
And you ever see that? He's trying to. He's supposed to bring these deliver the hats. So he keeps asking someone for the Susquehanna Hat Company, and they grab the hat and they destroy it.
They just keep picking up. They go, "This Susquehanna Hat." They punch him right through it, and he goes, "That's $7 you owe the company."
And that was
They
a lot
keep
back then.
breaking. Like one woman who'll go up, do you know where the Susquehanna Hat Company? And she goes, "Ah!" She starts screaming. She takes that other hat out of the bag. And
My boyfriend left me or something.
You know
great
what?
routine.
You know what my favorite bit is?
Yes.
Niagara Falls, slowly I turn.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Yeah,
That's my favorite one.
That's great.
Now, I was actually thinking of doing an old classic bit with my friend Kevin Brogan. We talked about it. We were going to do Ralph Cramden and Ed Norton.
Oh,
All right,
that's great. On that note,
On that note, we'll talk about that when we come back. We're gonna go. Sorry, Steve. We're having fun here.
no,
What's
the
that
next
feel
episode
like?
will be about that. 'Cause I
We're
wanna
gonna
talk
come
about
back.
that.
We'll talk about that, and then we're gonna try to play a little game. Okay, we'll tell you what that is. We're going. We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching
The Gagootz Show with Richard Walker.
Richard Walker. Right?
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidiscipline practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have two practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our 2 offices. Thank you.
I'll be on top again. I'm not gonna let you take me down. It's gonna be the whole 9 yards or nothing.
And we're back.
Welcome back to the Gagootz Show.
The New Year's Eve extravaganza. Wow. Woo! All right, welcome back. We're back. We're going to show a video in a few minutes. We're going to go to an interview video that was done with Stephen Parrillo and my wife Nancy. And it was a show that you were at, the LIB magazine, but you're not in the video. but you're here. But you're there in spirit. I think they mentioned you even in the video.
Well, did they?
Yeah, one of those people on the show was one of your students. By the way, Allison.
A couple of them.
I think it was. Yeah, I don't know. Well, me too. I was there too.
Grant.
So, Travis. Oh,
Travis
yeah.
Grant.
Yes. Oh, he left before the interview though.
Yes. All right. Well, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. Okay. And that was very important that everyone knew that. So I'm very glad. I'm very glad. That was very important.
We also
That's why it was very important. The best thing that you want to do in a conversation is just interrupt right into the gist of it. Right in where, especially when the people are older, like me, when I'm older. Because if you cut in right in the beginning, I don't remember what the hell I was talking about. I'm totally oblivious now.
Right.
So thank you for that.
Are we fighting?
No, we're not fighting. Stop. It's a comedy show. Laugh, yeah.
Be loose.
All right. Anyway, we're going to go to this video that was an interview done by Nancy, and Stephen photographed it, and he was pretty much the producer of it.
Right.
And a very nice video. When we do that, I figured since this is the end of the year, this is our last show of 2014. Wow. We could do something different when we come back. Like during that time when the video's airing, we can write a couple of New Year's jokes.
We could change clothes.
We could change clothes. We could. Any ideas you have? Or you want to talk about the year in review?
Well,
Your
Lori
favorite
and
movie?
Annie, I heard, had New Year's bikinis.
Wow, so they'll come back in bikini.
I'm saving it for New Year's Eve, though.
No, Rich, it was bikini waxes.
We
had bikini waxes.
I thought this was supposed to be a family show.
It is a family show.
It is
nothing wrong with
the Addams
bikinis.
Family.
Yeah, family affair.
We are family.
Yeah, that's a song that they'll be playing out tomorrow night.
Yeah, they will.
We are family.
Okay, let's...
Anyway, So I messaged everyone on Facebook.
Yeah.
And said if you had any ideas, anything, because what I wrote down is we could review the past year. We could talk about our favorite gifts or our worst gifts that we got for Christmas. Yeah. We could do a personal year in a review, your favorite thing. And Ann, you said you were going to. You said you had some ideas. You told me you were right.
I did.
And
didn't come up with any yet.
Oh, you're still working on it. So
no, I will.
I have a show. I have a.
In our 2015 New Year's.
You want me to talk about it now? I turned 50 this year. That was my year in review. Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah, you turned 50.
I threw myself
and you
a big
look
party.
great.
Thank you.
Because I didn't believe you were 50. I thought maybe,
No, it's real.
Early
Late
40s,
40s.
maybe.
Oh,
Maybe 40.
early
Maybe
40s.
40, yeah.
Maybe 40, yeah.
Really 50.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
50 is the
So
new
that's a big
40.
year. That was my year in review.
That was your year in review?
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to show the video. We're going to
Now?
go to this video, which is called On the Field, right? Comedy in the Field video. And we're going to go to that video with my wife, Nancy, and Stephen. It's, I think, an interview, Nancy's interview video. Then we're going to have a quick break, and we'll be back with jokes and fun.
Yes.
We'll have a lot of fun.
Yay, fun.
You're watching the Gagootz Show on Madhouse TV.
Woo!
Woo!
Hi, this is Nancy, and we are here at LIB Magazine right now, where they just finished a comedy show, and I took one of the new comedy stars, whose name is
Allison Chapey.
And she is going to tell us exactly how she got started in comedy.
All right, so my sister started actually. She paved the way. She went to stand-up university, and she loved it so much. And then my dad made me do it, and he was just like, listen, you have to do this. You're gonna be so good at it. So he just signed me up, and the rest is history. I just started then.
Okay, now what exactly is stand-up university, and who runs that?
Run by Rich Walker and a couple other guys. Do a really good job.
All right, and where is this located?
It's located in Belmore, Merrick, Belmore area, and it takes place at the Brokerage.
The Brokerage Comedy Club, that's one of Governor's, that's very good. Well, I just want to thank you for coming up and being on stage. It was wonderful tonight, you were terrific. She's a newcomer, and I think you're going to see a lot of her in the future. And it was wonderful having you on the Gagootz Show.
Thank you.
Take care. Here with Joey Capella. He was one of the comedians here tonight at LIB, and he was very funny. Joey, I'd like to ask you, how did you get started in comedy?
I lost a bet.
You lost a bet?
No, joke aside, it's one of those bucket list things. And I took a class, and it went well, and here I am.
Did you take one of those classes with Rich Walker?
No, I took it at McGuire's, with John Truson.
Oh,
And the class was just called college, comedy college. And it was good, you just get the financial aid. Yeah, that was tough, and, I wanted the room and board there, but they insisted on that 2-drink minimum a day. Yeah. Well, we had a great graduation party. I mean, it's been a long time since I went to Chuck E. Cheese.
So that was
and that was my initiation to comedy. Yeah, it was good.
You were interviewed on our show, on the Gagootz Show, last Tuesday night. However, we've got a million letters and people writing in to ask you questions. A million. Now, the first question they wanted to know was, are you married?
I am not married. Someone asked that.
Somebody asked if you were married.
Wow. Thank you.
They also wanted to know what your hobbies are.
Oh, my hobbies. Well, I like billiards. Billiards is fun. And ping pong. I like all table sports, actually. Is that weird? Is that?
No, that's pretty cool. I like that.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I play with that stuff myself. Okay. And they also want to know just exactly how did you get started in all of this?
Oh, that's a good question. Life. I just started doing acting workshops. And then from there, they said, you should do stand-up. So I did. And I'm here now.
Standing up right now, everybody.
I am.
He is standing up. Now, how did you get started into comedy?
When I got hurt on a job, had nothing to do, I figured I'd try it. And just took off from there. First time I went on stage, I loved it. And then just took off from there. I enjoyed it.
Wow. Wow.
It's good therapy.
It is. It is very good therapy. It's wonderful. And how'd you find out about LIB?
I got booked by Steve. Steven Parrillo.
Steven, he's everywhere, that guy.
Yeah.
He is everywhere.
I would say, what was the first one I did? September, right? The September, I've been doing a once-a-month show here, right here in LIB Magazine, Deer Park, Brook Avenue, Suite M. And it's just been fun. Sometimes we have good shows. Tonight was actually a very good show.
That was awesome.
It was awesome. The live show we did wasn't so great, but you know, I'm really surprised that we had this big of a turnout because of the weather. We almost had flooding. It was really bad. But yeah.
But every seat was filled.
Almost.
You know, it was really amazing. I'm here with Mike Keegan, who we've been trying to get on the Gagootz show, but this is one busy comedian, let me tell you. Mike, tell us a little bit about what happened to you recently up at the Mohegan Sun.
That was an awesome experience. I was with Treehouse Productions. Every year they have Funniest Comedian on the East Coast contest. So I submitted a video about a year ago, and they finally got back to me that I made the top, I think they had the top 80 people that submitted videos. So we all went to Mohegan Sun, and we did 3 consecutive weekends, Friday and Saturday night shows, and each night they had eliminations. And it was really cool. I was a finalist. I came in 8th place, I think, out of everybody.
I know.
So it was awesome. It was a cool experience. Just to network with everybody, and felt good.
Yeah, we kept up with you on Facebook.
Thank
It was
you.
really awesome. It was very exciting. It was like, he did it again.
It was really exciting. It was such a cool thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
and now, are you going to be doing anything special?
I just have we produce a lot of shows now. Umar and myself, Steve's doing a lot of shows with us and stuff, and so we just have a bunch of those coming up. We just got a room in Astoria where we're going to be doing a monthly show at. We're going to be doing a weekly open mic in the city and a monthly show in the city at the same place in the East Village. So just
where is that? Where can?
It's called the Belgian Room. We're gonna start. I think January 6th is gonna be our first open mic there. So then we're gonna, when the comics come out to open mics, we'll be using them to do a monthly show, and that'll be a paid gig for all the comics that are coming out to the mic, and just as a thank you for coming out. So we'll have a nice little show for them every month.
It was great talking to you.
You too. Thank you.
And I hope you're gonna come on the show, baby.
Absolutely. Definitely.
Okay?
I definitely will.
Okay.
Love you guys.
Thanks,
Thank you.
sweetheart.
Is this reality? No, I don't feel okay. I need my kaleidoscope of colors to lead the way. I'm riding in my car and I'm coming on around the bend. It's a chase, this twisted race. I'll be on top again. I'm not gonna let you take me down. It's gonna be the whole 9 yards or nothing.
We're going to do a live commercial. Hi, I'm Renee Marie. I'm the president of Language of Love Incorporated Foundation. I'm really happy to tell you that we're going to be doing a Language of Love telethon on March 29, 2015 from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Please look for the location on my website, ReneeMarieLanguageOfLove.org. And once again, it's ReneeMarieLanguageOfLove.org. And the show will be hosted on the Madhouse TV. It really is important for you to be aware of strokes and aphasia. Strokes is the third leading cause of death in America and the first leading cause of disability. And it really is something that plays no favoritism. And it also really comes when you're not expecting. Nobody expects to have a stroke, and nobody expects to suffer from aphasia. And it really does play make a huge impact in your life and change your life in one split second. So we look forward to having everyone join us once again on March 29th, 2015 from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. And you can follow us on ReneeMarieLanguageOfLove.org. Once again, it's ReneeMarieLanguageOfLove.org. And we look forward to seeing you. God bless.
We're back on the Gagootz Show.
Okay, so that was a great video, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
That you put together. Very nice. And
And
now,
thank you, wife Nancy.
thank you,
Nancy
Nancy. Thanks, Nancy. Happy New Year, Nancy. Everyone
Happy
say
New
it.
Year, Nancy. Yes.
All right, so we're going to start with this game.
Yeah, we're going to start with
Why
the
don't you
game.
start, Mr. Rizzuti?
Okay, yeah. It's your game.
It's my game, so I'll
Follow
start.
the leader.
What gift did you get that you didn't like or did like this year?
Wow, I got to...
I'm timing you.
You're timing me?
Well, you were going to.
You want me to start with one? You got one?
I got, I liked everything I got. And I got a rolling pin, which I really like.
A rolling
Because
pin?
Yeah, when I do Alfredo Gagootz, I got a rolling pin because I needed that. So I really liked everything I got. And my problem, though, with Christmas is I buy gifts that sometimes I buy gifts that I'm not going to give to anybody. Like, I'm going to keep them. So
I do that too.
I do that. I bought a lot. I was going to give my cousin Kevin was going to get a Firesign Theater. Remember Firesign Theater? Yeah. Comedy group. They were a radio comedy group. Made some great funny albums. I had one for him, and I had the Grateful Dead movie, and I had a Batman bobblehead. And the Batman bobblehead I bought two, so I could give my son one, and I kept one for me.
Right.
And I have like about $200 or $300 worth of gifts that nobody got for Christmas. But Nancy got me everything I liked this year. She did. She got me a red sweater, which I wore on the show last week. And I may wear it again, maybe tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And we went to the city and walked our butts off in the city. Yeah. And I had a great Christmas. My son didn't complain about anything. Son Ryan. But I did hear today that a retired doctor, they said he was a little senile. They found him at Times Square. They thought that he was defacing the ball, but he kept saying, "Turn your head and cough." He was just senile, poor old guy. Happy New Year,
quality entertainment here.
All right, Lori.
And when's your next class start again?
I don't want Benny Rizzuti.
I don't want to talk about that, January
He was saying
20th.
that nicely, didn't you?
January 20th.
Didn't you catch nicely? He was saying.
Yeah, January 20th.
He was saying to me very nicely, "Benny, you don't need my class. You don't have to sit."
He hasn't heard your act. I'm joking.
I said I want to sit in, and you don't have to. The people, you would just disrupt everybody. You're so famous. Didn't you hear? He was nicely saying, "Benny, stay the hell where you are.
Yeah.
Stay home. Don't come. We don't want you. You're not wanted. It's not show up and
Well,
go
if you
up."
write a check, though, I think he could find a spot for you.
Once your check clears, we don't really care what anybody does.
Jokes, no jokes.
Okay, who's next?
Show up, breathe, you're done.
I'm next.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Anyway, I have 3 children, and they decided to make me dinner for Christmas. So they all came over and started cooking. They made me lasagna, and then they got me some perfumes, and they bought me a gold necklace, a heart necklace with little diamonds in it. Oh. And I was really surprised. They wrapped the gifts so neatly, and they were all on top of each other. And I said, "Oh, whose are those?" And they're like, "Yours." And I was like, I can't believe it's like the first year that they actually all got together.